the Rancho Cucamonga area, right by Victoria Gardens, where there was a deputy-involved shooting, where a deputy was the one that was the victim and was shot. There's a huge presence out there, law enforcement. They got the condominium surrounded. While we were there, this vehicle came out of that condominium complex and the pursuit was on. Now, is this that shooting suspect? Is this a distraction? I can't fill in those blanks. I'm going to let the viewers kind of put those pieces together on their own. What I can tell you, though, is fact is that motorcycle almost immediately getting out of that condominium complex was running against traffic up Day Creek Road up to the
We
210
have a
freeway,
pursuit. This
got
was
onto
a
the
dangerous
210
one,
freeway, and at
guys.
one
This was
point
a
this
dangerous one.
motorcycle
It
was
happened a
over
little bit ago.
150 miles an hour on the 210. Now, law enforcement, they're definitely not letting this person
guy is
walk.
very dangerous.
I can guarantee you that. The San Bernardino Sheriff's Department, they had a helicopter in the air. That one was
High-speed
following
chase,
along with
guys.
Skyfox. And on the
112
ground, a number of units were
miles an
chasing
hour
this
on the
vehicle as
freeway.
well. Even some of those California Highway Patrol cars
Look
were
at him.
keeping up with this vehicle on the freeway. Take a look at that. Those maneuvers, Sandy,
Yeah.
I do not want to see anybody lose their life on television, but this is one of those ones where
Look at the cop car.
We got to stay tight.
Oh my God, there's a cop.
But I am not
There's a
joking when I
motorbike.
tell you
There's a
my
cop
blood is running cold,
chasing him. Oh my
especially when
God.
that vehicle starts, that motorcycle
We normally
starts
don't see
wobbling,
that, do we,
gets
guys?
so close to a lot of these cars. Anything unpredictable happens in front of that motorcycle. I don't want to
This
see
is
that
like the
outcome.
episode of
For a
Chips.
moment there, you saw the California Highway Patrol.
Ah.
It's one of their motorcycle units. They're basically just getting up close,
What an idiot.
making their presence known. Hopefully this driver
Anyway, we like a bit of action, guys. We like a bit of action, and we got some action. The chase is on. The chase is on. This is.
There it is.
Hopefully it's going to.
Here we go.
Oh my God!
But you have to remember. Yeah, you have to remember that.
Is he gonna do that maneuver on a bike? You're crazy.
Shooting where a deputy was shot. So yes,
Deputy's already been
they're
shot.
going to try to bring this to an end. They might use some.
That's why they're chasing him.
Practical ways to bring it to an end.
Man, don't do that on a bike.
Look at that, Sandy.
Did we
Both
just
gonna
see
die.
this motorist on the motorcycle trying
Rock,
to kind of
how you
sway
doing?
into the CHP?
I was
motor
gonna play it
officer as
earlier,
well?
but I was doing other things. I started cleaning.
Yes, definitely. And
Well,
was
watch
the
it again then
motorcycle
with me.
officer maybe trying to get up close to the suspect to bring that suspect down.
I know what happened, but
this
I
is one
didn't
of those
see what
ones
happened,
where
so,
it is
but
just
obviously
one of we just watch
the
it,
ending.
and I just don't want to see anybody
But how
lose their lives
crazy.
this afternoon, especially not on our cameras.
Okay.
You can see this driver.
He slowed down a little bit.
clearly is
No-handed,
very
guys.
comfortable
No-handed.
With the way
What's he doing?
they're
What's he
handling that
doing? Is he
motorcycle,
gonna?
But that doesn't mean that this is any kind of safe.
What's
Right
he
now,
trying to
it looks like
do?
he's That's exactly what I was talking
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Did you see that,
Yeah,
guys?
we didn't see that coming. That
No,
really came out
because
of nowhere
what
as
the
we were
hell?
watching this
Yes.
motorcyclist.
He wasn't even
Yeah.
watching where he
On the
was
bike
going.
there.
Believe me,
He was.
they're going to take that
What was he
suspect.
doing?
He's
Using his
still
phone
moving.
or
That is a
something?
plus. They are definitely going to take him into custody. It did look like the
Yeah.
motorcycle did land on
Yeah,
top
that's
of him
exactly what he was
once he
doing.
was on the ground. Now, I have to say, you got a number of officers down
I
there.
thought he was
I can
looking at his
guarantee
phone or
you-
something as well. Oh
I
my
can
God!
guarantee
What
you
an
they're gonna
idiot.
Stop the freeway, but they're
Oh,
also going to start
that was a
calling
good one,
for, paramedics.
right?
They're already calling
That'll
for
teach him.
paramedics. And again, how they're going to get there
That
this
poor
quickly
car,
is
though.
another
I feel sorry
question,
for the
but,
car.
wow,
Yeah.
I'm
Whoa.
telling you, that is definitely not the ending I wanted
I knew
to see.
they crashed, but I didn't know
hoping
it
that
was going to be the
suspect
suit.
survives.
I thought it was
But,
like 10 minutes
what-
in. Oh my God!
I believe.
What a crazy crash that was.
Yeah, and as we were, and you were
Ah,
tracking
do you think
that
he was?
motorcyclist, the speeds were about 70 miles per hour at that point. As you were mentioning, very comfortably
I've seen a few
riding
vehicles
along
crash.
The freeway right there.
What about that woman
Kind of
that was
hands
in the
off
car? She
the-
crashed. She got off the freeway,
The handlebars.
and
at
the
that
turn
point
was
kind
so
of
sharp. She just went
adjusting, and
straight
then all of
under
a
the
sudden
freeway into the
crashing
brick wall.
to the
Holy
vehicle in
shit.
front of him.
And then
That
they
came
stopped
out of
filming
nowhere.
after
We
that.
didn't see that happening. Obviously, so
Oh.
we do want to apologize.
God, that made me
for
jump.
that,
I'll
but
have to play it,
clearly
do it on the
it's just
replay.
A violent
You wanna see?
ending right there as the motorist flew off.
It's
of
not
that
funny, but
motorcycle upon
but he ain't
collision,
funny.
rear-ending that
that's
one
what you get.
vehicle along the freeway right there on the 210 eastbound. But wow, what a scene here.
Ooh.
Again, the original want for this pursuit,
you got some good eyes, Chuck.
was a deputy-involved
I gotta
shooting
get some
that
new
happened
contacts.
in the San
I've run
Bernardino
out.
area. There's another scene at that location at this point where there's a perimeter set up.
Then I got a keyboard that's black and got no lights on it.
The area where that shooting happened. So law enforcement officials have two scenes they are dealing with at this point, really trying to find out.
Was this a stolen motorbike too,
exactly
or was it his?
So this is on the right side of your screen.
Did you know,
where
you
that
just
white truck is. You're seeing
hate that when it happens. They steal somebody's shit and smash it up.
Was in fact involved in this shooting, and
he didn't see that coming, though, did he?
Happened because of this, and that is why they were following that motorcyclist on the 210. So again, on the right side of your screen, you're looking at the area and the neighborhood where that shooting took place in San Bernardino, Stu.
Stop talking, woman.
Sandra, we're getting confirmation that that is the suspect. We've got confirmation from our assignment desk that that is the suspect, that it was wanted for what started as some sort of burglary at Victoria Gardens, then turned into a deputy-involved shooting blocks away from that mall, and then now you can see.
I'd like to get the beginning of this
pursuit on that 210 freeway.
I wonder where it is.
In that tragic crash out there. Now as far as we can tell, I don't want to get.
Yeah, this is the part I want to see.
We are still live, but there
I want to see the beginning.
Paramedics down there that work for the.
Well, he's driving on the bloody wrong side of the street.
First aid to that suspect after they did take him into custody. My question is for you and maybe some of the viewers.
He going to prison for a long time.
Motorcycle collided with,
for sure.
Basically bumped into the side of a civilian's vehicle.
Yeah.
And I just don't know where that civilian's vehicle is. I'm hoping that that person is okay as well. And
this
again,
is the most excitement I've seen in a long time.
We all saw it live. He was actually.
This kind of thing wakes me up.
His backpack. He didn't even have his hands on the handlebars,
right.
And he was going through his backpack for some reason while he was on the freeway. At any rate.
Oh, now he's going onto the freeway.
Now in custody. This is going to be on that eastbound 210 freeway. We're going to be in the Rancho Cucamonga upland area. Excuse me. We're in the upland area right now. You can see all lanes are stopped.
Oh, look how fast he took off. Oh, look how fast he's taken off onto the freeway.
Responders from the fire department.
Whoa, that looks like he got up to 100 miles an hour before.
Hopefully they do transport that suspect. But again, what a wild and unfortunate ending to what's been going on.
We're going to look for some more.
Right. And Stu, we were just looking at a double box on the right side of your screen earlier. You were seeing the pursuit as it happened before we got to this point of the collision on the 210 freeway. And we are going to show
we should watch these together.
How this ended up tragically in an accident right here at this location. We do want to remind viewers that it is disturbing to watch.
Very disturbing.
Again, this pursuit happening, and we went on the air around 1:30. There it is.
Oh, look at that. Looky.
And how we got to this point.
Did it knock his ass out? I don't know.
We saw the motorcyclist distracted with hands off the handlebar and then ramming into
the side. He got the side of the car, though, didn't he? He just
traveling along the 210.
Skimmed along the side of the car.
Deputies do believe,
not full blown.
Confirmed that this is the suspect wanted in a deputy-involved shooting that happened in San Bernardino.
Oh, see,
and there
he
it
got
is
the side
again.
of that car.
It's tough to watch, but time and again
that'll
we
teach
cover
you.
these pursuits.
Driving no-handed.
What motivates these people to take off and evade authorities?
Yeah, what makes them?
We never know
because
how it's going to end. And unfortunately,
I got my license.
Involving medical personnel on the scene, and obviously a devastating crash like this, Stu.
Well, Sandy, I'm having a lot of trouble with the IFB, but I just want to, say just a little bit is, we don't.
It's crazy though, but
don't know the condition of the deputy that was shot. that started pretty much all
Gotta
of this,
think
or
he
put it all
shot
into motion.
an officer.
I do hope that that deputy is going to be okay. Law enforcement, they are out here in force. They were out there at that condominium in force looking for that suspect. How he got on that motorcycle, how he made that quick departure, you know, all of that they're going to figure out later on. I can tell you that
Look at that.
fire
He was
department,
going
you can see that's the
70,
first one arriving right there. They
71 miles an
paramedics
hour.
on board. We're going to keep an eye on it to see if they or how they treat that suspect, meaning are they going to put this person on a gurney or is it going to be something else?
He was going a good 70 miles an hour when he hit that car.
Also got to put it out there is if the eastbound 210 is your ride today, especially through the Upland area, I would definitely make other plans.
Let's look at this one.
That freeway is going to be closed for some time, and we're going to wait on that ambulance and see where that suspect goes from here.
All right, we are getting information into the newsroom that this all apparently started, as you mentioned, Stu, with an apparent shoplifting incident at Victoria Mall. That is where the origin of all this happened.
All that for shoplifting.
Onto an apartment building across the street in that location.
What an
and
idiot.
that is where somehow, apparently, there was a deputy involved shooting. And then they witnessed this suspect on a motorcycle just take off, high speeds, Stu, as you were following this whole situation, reaching up to what, 170 miles per hour on a motorcycle, going the opposite direction of traffic?
Yeah, extremely reckless driving.
I don't think he wanted to go to jail. What do you think?
The speeds got well into the triple digits. When he was on Day Creek making his way from the Victoria Gardens up to the 210, that was basically the entire ride was weaving back and forth through oncoming traffic. So he was driving the wrong way on Day Creek, making his way up to the 210 freeway. Once he got on that freeway, though, he really did open it up. But you know, even the law enforcement, the California Highway Patrol, they did have some vehicles that were not keeping up, but staying close enough that they were nearby. And then you saw that motorcycle officer make that attempt.
I see a motorbike coming like this. I've seen it in Florida.
Pit maneuver. We actually have video of that, Stu. Let's roll that as you talk about
this. Was dangerous.
This is kind
look
of
at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Suspect on a motorcycle. There you see the CHP officer right there approaching the side, and
that was crazy to do that.
To make a pit maneuver, but the suspect then ramming a little bit into the CHP officer and then taking off. Talk a little bit about that, Stu, as we witness that live on the air.
You know, I would love to sit down or have a talk with some officers from the California Highway Patrol, especially their motorbike.
You mean the Flight for Life? They bring a helicopter in.
What the protocol
is that what you mean?
Is for something like that. That was a dangerous
Flight for Life
maneuver. But again, the officers that are out
there on
patrol, they weigh their risk with the, you know, with what that suspect is wanted for at all times, and that is.
This is the shorter version. I got a 28-minute version coming up.
This is a very wanted suspect. But
yeah.
I don't know what the plan was there. I've never seen a motorcycle try to pit another motorcycle.
That was dangerous for him to do that. Could have broke his leg or something.
It is not
or
fatal,
worse.
I can tell you that. That person is actually sitting up right now. They've got the neck brace on. Wow. They have paramedics working with him, so he's definitely going to be going to a hospital. There's much relief.
Well, mind you, you never know what happens later.
Just don't, you know, a day at work.
Yeah,
like
a Flight for Life. Yeah, a helicopter.
Work, but this makes my day a lot.
It's not on this video, though. I don't think.
Suspect in custody, and again,
it's on the other one that I'm going to show.
And take a look at that freeway. That is a number of.
He just messed everybody's day up.
That they're starting to basically squeeze through.
I'm going over to the other video because it shows everything. Because I was just this one's only this one don't have no sound. Well, it might have sound. I don't know if it does. But anyway. It's got sound. Hold on. This one don't have sound, but I don't need sound. But you know, the other guy, he's good because he does a lot of talking. I can hear someone. I'm going to turn that music off. I can hear someone. Oh no, that's on the other video. There is sound, but it's very quiet. This one's a longer version. Now, if you haven't watched this, guys, watch closely what's going to happen in a few minutes. Be prepared. I wonder if he really thought he could get away with it, though. I mean, they weren't going to let this man go. No, they weren't. He's shot an officer. No. This is more than a robbery. Oh, look at that. Wouldn't even tried that. That's crazy. Wonder if that cop has been that fast on the freeway lately. Now watch, looky, guys. This is where it happens. Watch out. Watch out. Ooh, that is the gun. Look, he's got the gun in his hand. That is the gun. And we got some bushes in the way. Damn. Oh. Oh, damn, he's got all day to be moving around his furniture. His backpack, he's digging for lunch or something. Oh. Ah. You know what that car did? I think that car deliberately went to the left. He did. It looked like he deliberately went to the left to stop him. Some cars do that, you know. Oh. Yeah. Well, we see the gun. Now they got to slow down the cars because they got to stop. Got to stop. It's a shame if you were behind him. I would have got to the right, far right, went into the to the lane and got the hell out of there. They're going to be there for at least a good hour. And then that traffic's going to back up for a long time, for an hour. Oh, look at that guy. You see that guy on the other side? Was it? Was he driving? That guy was driving. I don't know, unless he was sitting in the back. He got out of his window and he's taking video. Yeah, right. Well, I'll tell you what, he didn't have time to react. So to shock, his body was probably just, he didn't tense up because he didn't have time to. That kind of helps you out. But, you know, let him suffer. Let him suffer. Hope he got a broken leg or something. Because he's sure going to prison now. And he looks I didn't see his face, but I think he's pretty young. Oh, they got to tear his clothes off him. Ooh, don't make him naked. Huh? A naked man. Yeah, look at that. I think his shoes came flying off. I'm not sure. What is that? What an idiot, though, the young punk. Bye-bye. You'll be going away for a long time. And I don't know how bad the cop is hurt, but he sure has been shot and rushed to the hospital. We know that. Yeah. You know, I wish this news channel would talk. Well, they kind are, but they've got it off. They're talking probably to the radio station, but news station, but not really broadcasting it. They'll leave that for later for their news. Let's see how many cop cars show up. Anyway, best entertainment I've had for a little bit. We got the bad guy. We got him to crash with no other, any other body, you know, being hurt, you know, anybody else being hurt. That's what I'm trying to say. Holy Lordy, that was great. I can't help it. I like a good bike chase. I like bike racing. I used to go all the time. My brother did that, race bikes. Not on the freeway though, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I used to go watch this kind of thing all the time. I love it. Love the action. As long as they don't hit me. No, I was saying I was in Florida one time and there was this car. I don't know how fast he was going, but he went past me so fast. He must have been going 150 miles an hour. I don't, wham, in this car. And so I kind of pulled back and slowed down. And there was a car ahead of me. And I thought, okay, move over. Are you going to move over? I thought, my God, he's going to hit that car. And he hit the car, bounced off, and carried on driving. Oh, there's the gun, guys. There's the gun. There it is. There's the gun that's going to put him away. You know, do you think he was going to shoot at somebody on the freeway? That'd be crazy to do that because there was no way he was going to get away from these cops. Not him. He was the most wanted man on that freeway. Oh no, look at him. I thought it was a younger guy, but now you undressed him. He looks like a fat ass. Oh my God, it's an older guy. It's a white guy. Oh my God. He looked like he was younger. Oh, he's an older guy. He's a middle-aged guy. Look at that stomach on him. My God. Well, there you go. He's an older guy going away for the rest of his life. And they stripped him down to his pants. That's what you get. got one suck on, one suck off. Oh, here comes the paramedics. Here comes the fire department. They probably had the helicopter land on the freeway because the traffic's so bad. Well, unless the ambulance came the other way. But they take him in the helicopter anyway. No, oh, is it? Yeah, he looks like a middle-aged guy, don't you think? Damn, I'd hate to be stuck in that traffic. Especially if you're dying to go pee or something. Hell no. Yeah, put a brace around his neck. Yeah, pull it tighter. Idiot. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him one bit. Yeah, the way you were driving along the regular road before you got on the freeway, look how you were driving like a lunatic. Idiot. I'd like to see the part where it started from. But I expect that was just it, really. You know, by the time the helicopter picks up on this kind of thing, the chase is on already, right? Ah, I just read that. You know, when I said, "Oh, this looks like an episode out of Chips," and one of the news channels put Chip. Yeah. The other news channels were on it, but I think yeah. So coming out now. Look at that slow motion. I should go back and do a slow motion on that. Idiot. You shouldn't shoot cops, man. You know, don't shoot a cop. You do that robbery, but he was doing a robbery, armed robbery, and then shoots a cop. He got triple whammy. Yeah. I don't know if we got a video for that where it first started, if a helicopter was there. We only see that little bit that they were chasing him in the street. So that was it. He got on the freeway not soon after that. They said he got on that motorbike so fast they didn't. He's quick, man. He's probably done this before. Yeah. He probably has done this before. Who knows? This man might have just got out of prison himself. We don't know. Nothing about him. What an idiot. You think he'd grow up or something? Going in there to rob people. You didn't even have to shoot that guy. But you know, you take a gun to an armed robbery, what do you expect? Another dumb criminal. He's got one suck on, one suck off. He's got an IV or something going. Just pour some water over his head and call it a day. I don't know if he's smoking anything, because we never seem to find out these things. I bet them truckers ain't happy. No. Put him on that stretcher. Keep him handcuffed, because they're probably getting that helicopter. He probably want to fly or something. Wow, that was a good one, I thought. That was a good one. I like that mover when that cop did that. Like pit maneuver. The chip maneuver. We'll call it the chip maneuver. Anyway, I think that bike's a write-off, don't you think? Who'd want that bike back after that? I wouldn't. I'll say damn write it off. Oh, here comes the helicopter. Here comes the sheriff's helicopter. Coming to take them away. Oh my God. He's going to jump. Like everybody. They just sit right on the ends. Would you be afraid that you might fall out of there? Here it comes. The sheriff are going to take you away. They'd be like, damn, we don't see helicopters landed on the freeway very often. Going to cause an accident on the other side. Where's my man? Let's take him away. Take him away. to do all this, and then they have to come out with the cleanup crew after they've done their investigation. Oh God, that'll probably take a couple hours. Yes, strap him on the gurney. Strap him down. Make sure you don't get away. Make him get up and walk. Just slap him on that chair. Body slam him. Wake him up. Oh, yeah, that's it. Tape his legs together.
Any other crime that may be tied to this. So they're going to want to identify every piece of evidence
now
they can,
they talk.
and photograph it and mark it. And so it's going to be hours.
Yeah, boy.
And so my question is, will just one side of the freeway be affected, or will the other side as well? I think this happened on the eastbound side of the 210, so the westbound should hopefully remain open. It does appear open now.
Of course it stay open.
The westbound lanes will be open. However, obviously with the activity taking place in the eastbound lanes, people are going to want to see, slow down, look. So you're going to see congestion
already are gawking
on the westbound side, in addition to the full closure on the eastbound side.
So another question, in this case, because we know it will likely take several hours for the CHP to conclude this investigation in these lanes, will there be an effort to allow cars to exit the freeway in some way?
Yeah, they're going to set up some sort of traffic mitigation, but that's not going to happen immediately, unfortunately.
And move them to the right.
Caught in this, but they are going to try to open up maybe the emergency lane, maybe the number 4, the forest lane, or the center divider. So CHP is well aware of that, and they're going to do that, but that is not the most important thing in their investigation right now.
Yeah.
And now we see the crime tape there, right there on the freeway.
To stop, because you did see that one pickup truck trying to get around them. Also, Larry, our director, maybe we can pull up some video. We were just talking about this. I think that other people who were looking at thought that maybe it was a sedan that he hit, and that sedan was trying to change lanes.
He was trying to change lanes, yeah.
Yeah, so again, that's when you see a motorcyclist driving at those extreme speeds. Giovanna, you and I both have a long commute to work. We see motorcyclists splitting lanes all day, every day. And sometimes you don't see them when they come up on you until they go, you know, they sort of rev their engine, and then you go, oh, let me move over a little bit, because they come up on you so fast. So I feel for this sedan, the driver of that sedan, because they probably never even saw this driver coming right up on them.
Right. It's curious,
that's another reason to pay attention when you're changing lanes.
It's a double yellow.
On the
left. That is.
And I'm not sure if
because that could have been an innocent
you're supposed to cross into the carpool lane. So some questions about this.
Right.
You just wonder.
Yeah, because again, we know these commutes and we know those lanes, and you're not allowed to get over on a yellow line, a solid line. You're just supposed to.
So the driver of the sedan may not have known what was happening.
Oh yeah,
at all. Yeah.
The other thing too, sorry guys, the footage from the news stations is going to be very important in this investigation. They're going to ask the news stations, or they may even have the recordings, to see exactly what happened. Was he lane splitting? Did this vehicle make an unsafe maneuver, which caused him to do something at a high rate of speed he couldn't do?
Excuse me. Don't blame the car driver.
We're seeing the San Bernardino County Sheriff's helicopter. It's getting ready to obviously take this suspect who was badly injured off to a trauma center. But again, we're watching. You see that he was gurneyed into that. They lifted him up. They obviously have to secure him. It's unusual, though many of us have not seen a law enforcement helicopter taking a suspect on a helicopter.
Well, landing on the freeway.
Yeah, landing on the freeway.
And all of this, but we've also not seen this kind of violent crash.
That's okay.
You know, a motorcyclist into the back of a vehicle.
They want to make sure that he stays alive.
At least a pursuit suspect.
Yeah, well, absolutely, Giovanna. So again, a lot of this is first for a lot of us, and I know that a lot of people are concerned. You know, that video is somewhat haunting. But you can see they're closing the door. They're about to lift off. We know these helicopters, they can get places pretty quickly. I'm not quite sure where. I'm not sure if anybody in our newsroom knows what trauma center that the San Bernardino County Sheriff's helicopter is going to be taking this pursuit suspect. But again, this is causing a big traffic tie-up, and there's a large investigation that is going to be preceding this situation.
Yeah, and clearly they have assessed him and they know that he does need to go to a trauma center, and that is why they called in the helicopter. But in the meantime, for our viewers who may have to drive through this area, probably a good idea to avoid the 210 freeway, the eastbound lanes.
Yeah,
eastbound lanes that are now shut down for a criminal investigation, this pursuit of a suspect who we now know was armed.
There's the gun. There's the gun.
All right, and there you see on the ground the handgun that, again, we're all assuming it was the handgun that suspect brandished. He was holding it while he was driving the motorcycle and then reaching back for something else when he crashed into that sedan on the left lane, that sedan seemed to be moving into the carpool lane. We're going to break away for a moment and come right back. It ends with a violent collision in Upland. It happened moments ago.
Let's see if I can get that on slow motion. Just watch the replay. Let's watch that motorbike. Watch what he does. Is the Chip. That's Chip. I wonder if that was the same car that he hit, that car back there. No, not really. Look at him. It's not the part I wanted. Where's that part? Fiddling around trying to look. Just a couple of minutes. I got it on slow motion now. Now it's taking forever to come out the tunnel. Is this the slowest I can get it? Ugh. Yeah, okay. I got it on slow motion. It's going to happen any minute now. It's going to happen any minute now. Look at it. Oh, he's not even looking. What an idiot. Not really. He's not even looking. Hell no. You don't even have the handlebars. He's not even looking. He's fishing for something. Now. It's coming up now. Crash is coming up now. Boom. All right. He went boom. He went over it. His bag went that way. Ooh, there's the gun. It came out. Oh, well, the gun went this way. The bike went that way. I don't know about that car. What do you think? Do you think that car deliberately did that? Because they do. Oh, there you go. I guess he slowed down and pulled over. There you go, guys. That was it. Okay, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Watch out. You never know. There might be another one. Happens in threes. That was the chase, guys. That was the chase. This is in slow motion. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Till the next time, guys.